Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, and let's start with the topic for the day. If you are clicking on this video, then you might have noticed the inflation that is happening all around us. Well, this video details some of the best inflation-safe investments you can make in this day and age. But before we begin, remember to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you can get notified of our next video. Number 6. Areas of inflation. Before we begin discussing how to avoid the rapid rate of inflation, it might be best to know which areas are suffering from this in the first place. One of the best indicators of this is the rising commodity prices. These include materials ranging all the way from copper to lumber. Another area that is being impacted is energy. This is partly due to the whole economy and climate change, but another area that has affected them is the protests against the pipelines of various natural fossil fuels. Everything from housing prices to Bitcoin is inflating right now. So it is good to look into some inflation-safe investments. Let's get into that. Number 5. Businesses with pricing power. One of the safest bets that can be made in this day and age is with businesses having pricing power within the economy. This means that a business should be able to handle the changing demand of its product by changing its prices. When a business has that kind of power, then no matter what the economy is doing, it will come out relatively unscathed. According to research, a business that has good pricing power in the economy is one that controls more than 25% of the market. So, if you're looking to invest in this day and age, be sure to search for businesses that fit this description. Number 4. Value stable business. Another similar area that might be good to invest in is one whose value isn't going to be impacted by rising rates. A business's value is anything that can make the business profitable and stable in the long term. Basically, any item or product that is contributing to the business's success is considered in its value. So, be on the lookout for such investments during these unprecedented times. Number 3. Tips. Moving on to another really good area to invest in during times of inflation, we come to tips. No, not that kind of tip. TIPS stand for Treasury Inflation Protected Securities, and let's look into what it means. In essence, these are government bonds that are protected by the full might of the US government. These were first issued in 1997, and the best thing about them is that they are safe from the risk of non-payment of interest. This means that not only do TIPS protect you against financial loss during an era of inflation, but they also safeguard you from loss of purchasing power. It's a win-win situation. Number 2. Individual stocks. If you are not sure about investing in various schemes, then the best thing would be to invest your hard-earned money into simple stocks. Many stocks pay high dividends that make them very valuable to own. An example of a company that does this is Dream Industrial Real Estate Investment Trust. This company pays a dividend of just around 5%, which is astounding when compared to many other stocks. Another reason to invest in this company is due to the fact that its shares have also been on a steady rise in the past half-decade. Number 1. Gold. Gold has been one of the go-to places to invest in when it comes to surviving inflation. If you take a look at the history of inflation, there is a clear correlation with the value of gold. An example of that is when the inflation rate, starting from the 1970s, rose to 13% in the 1980s. During that same time, the value of gold had risen around 1,800%. This is a massive increase in its value and shows a clear trend of investors running to buy gold when inflation is on the rise. If you have any thoughts on this dramatic rise in the value of gold, then be sure to share them in the comments below. These were some of the safest investments that could be made during times of inflation. Inflation is a sure thing at this point in time, so you must do anything that you can to best protect your assets from its effects. That brings us to the end of the video. If you got some good ideas out of this video, then be sure to hit the like button. There are a couple of more videos on your screen right now, so be sure to check them out if you're interested. Until next time, take care and goodbye.